Do you? Do you mind if I rap like B-Lo? Zero, cause my wrist don't freeze me. Pretty girl, summertime feeling breezy. Easy, yeah, block cap, stop that. Chi-town where I'm from, not Chirac. Spot me at the top being cocky. Mask on like somebody stop me. Watch me do a little bit of footwork. Head to the east side for some good jerk. Chicken, yes sir, finger licking. Might pull up on my girl with the thick frame. Might put him in a room with my wrist ring. Then I gotta get low like a kickstand. Love it when you go down, shorty quicksand. Gotta hold on a nigga like a wristband. I be with a bet set doing 2 stairs. Oh, I left with your blue player, you slab. Niggas wanna stretch, that's what I'm best at. And white waist dress there where you rest at. Bet that I maintain, no plain Jane doing my thing. Bang bang with gang gang, boot in the lane lane. Pinky ring and wrist bling, look at my chain swing. Ferrari or Jaguar switching the lane lane. Pop that shit, girl. Haters gon' hate, girl, it's your world. You get into the bag, running up a few G's. As long as you spin it, run it up with me. On a Tuesday, new bay, new day, drinking do say. Blue hay, two-face, now what you say? No face, no case, baby, you save. If I do say. Do you wanna ride with me? 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 Do you wanna ride with me?
Five, 4,
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Ah, the dumbass. Yeah, I knew I was live. I was tricking y'all. What up, though? It's your boy, Mr. Beans, a.k.a. Lil Thoughtcast, a.k.a. Can somebody please come do my nails? Please. All right. I've been tearing myself up, bro. I can't even do my Al Bundy without hurting myself. It's not fair. It's not fair. And it's all y'all fault. Look at this. Now imagine you trying to rub your eye. Before you can even get to your eye, your whole nail, right? Now it look like your woman done whooped your ass. I'm at the store trying to pay for something. Sir, you do not have to take that abuse. Okay? You do not. It is 2026. You do not have to take that abuse any longer. We have a shelter for you. Because y'all think I done let somebody whoop on me. This look like it might be a little fudgy with fingerprints. Let me see. Just want to make sure we not fudgy with no fingerprints, dog. Yeah. All right, so you see what it is. I mean, you see the thumbnail, you know what's up. I got a couple of videos that I want to do some reactions to, and then we'll get to the main video. I watched a few minutes of it because I seen somebody say that who was it? I think it was Charleston White said that 6ix9ine pretty much was running circles around Banks. So I was like, well, let me check it out. I seen a one argument that he made that when you first hear it, it sounds like some, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. But then it's like, after that, it's like, nah, son. You still can't make that argument. You still can't make that argument because you still are who you are and you still did what you did. So you don't get to make that argument. Sorry. It's just the way it goes. I don't know what to tell you. I wish it wasn't that way for you, sir, but it is. I mean, but it ain't stopping him, as far as I could tell. Seem like he's still getting money. Seem like he's still doing shows. Or like he might even still be doing music. So, man, please. Yeah, they could put that snitch title on him all they want to. That thing, I think, really applied to your community. You know, if you did something to somebody outside of your community, it's almost foolish to expect silence on their behalf. You know, so I think that thing was about inside the community, all that, stop snitching stuff. But you got to remember that was applicable to people who was in the life. That's the whole point of why they saying stop snitching. They didn't say stop calling the cops on us when we break into your house. Nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said don't report us when we steal your car. Nobody ever said that. Don't point us out in the lineup if we rob you for your purse and your cell phone on the train platform. Nobody ever said that. Stop snitching was about people who was in the life telling on people who was in the life. That's what that was about. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, boom. Let me make sure I got everything on this end open so I can see. Definitely wouldn't want to miss any support and donations for coming through. Okay, see what I'm saying like that? See? Shout out to my man Ronnie for coming through with the dono on the Cash App side of the game. Oh, that's what I forgot to set up. I forgot to set up my soundboard. I can't wait to get my whatchamacallit now. I know for some people it's probably outdated, but I just want to be able to use that instead of this. Because they still, even if I was still using StreamYard, they still haven't streamed like they need to create it to where you could just remove the panel for sound effects and have that its own thing, not affected by everything else. Cause I hate having to scroll through that and all that, trying to find stuff. Like I don't like doing it. OBS made it a little bit more functional. I'm essentially creating a deck so that I could do like this. You know, But yeah, but salute to my man Ronnie for coming through on the Cash App side of the game, man. Look, y'all know what it is. Let's go and get into it. Because we don't know what this show gonna turn into. We don't know if they're gonna let us into the algorithm or not. So, but if you can, use those links pinned at the top of the chat. Support the show. Everything counts. Twos and views, bro. Okay? Make that super chat glow. You heard me? Jersey.
Mr. Beans. Talk to him, son.
Hit the Cash App and support the show. Unless you broke.
Hey, yo,
Dang.
Mr. Baines, let me talk to him.
Support the show and make the chat glow with a super chat. On me.
Everybody break bread.
No doubt. Man, let me show y'all this, bro. So I saw this video. I'm gonna try this. If anything happens, if the screen goes blank, if they try to make it seem like there's a problem with the stream, it's interrupted, y'all gotta let me know as quick as you can in the chat, because I might not see it because I don't have the actual YouTube up to watch, and they're not gonna let me know. Because you used to wasn't able to react to these videos. But this dude is reacting to the video. So I'm reacting to him reacting to the video because he's some type of Hispanic, Latino type of cat. And he's sitting here just trying to side with this fresh and fit ass nigga. But really, from what I saw, it looked like this nigga was getting cooked by a sister. Yeah. Right? So we could take a break, you know what I'm saying, from holding the women accountable for a second and let them take this nigga to out to the shed, as they used to say. Yararameen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we gonna do real quick. Hopefully she hold her own. Who knows what's gonna happen though, but let's see.
Yo.
Let me switch up my look real quick. There we go. All right, let's get into it.
Wait, you talking about me?
Yes. Yeah. What would you do?
Change
Change about yourself.
I was gonna say my fupa, but I can change that at any point in time. So I'm gonna do something.
Why don't you do it then?
Because I'm lazy right now and I don't feel like it. But give me some time. I'll be there in about a couple of months.
The average black woman weighs 188 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not there. I'm only 160 something. But damn.
Well, how tall are you?
5'2".
What's wrong with 180?
I mean, 180 at 5'2". A big
That's a
bitch.
lot. Yeah, that's a lot for that.
Like I'm already
height.
like 150 is like my whatchamacallit. Me being I'm like 10 pounds over what I usually am. So.
Yeah, you fat, bro. Okay. What about you?
Yo, chill yourself.
You are fat though.
No, I'm overweight. I'm not fat.
She's not fat.
By definition, that's what overweight is.
No,
It is fat.
no, there's different categories.
All right. Okay. Give us the categories of being fat.
I still got a collarbone, so I'm not fat yet.
So,
And my titties are still bigger than my stomach, so I ain't fat yet. I got a fupa. Like, don't do me.
what does FUPA stand for?
Wait, if I gain weight, I get bigger titties?
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Yes, no, you're
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie, that was a great question. Cause I didn't know what FUPA stood for. So that was actually a great question. What does FUPA stand for? And they actually about to show it. You ain't missed nothing yet. We just started.
waist.
you
This
did.
part. I've asked a lady
What
at the
does
stage.
FUPA stand for?
Exactly. What does it mean?
It's a stomach. I don't know. I just.
Can somebody?
Fat under. I know it. A fat like over your like uterus.
Yeah. So the acronym you use literally has the word fat in it.
Fat.
Yeah, I know.
So let me get this straight. You got mad at me for calling you fat, but then you said I have a
Oh,
FUPA.
I'm not mad. I just said watch your mouth, please.
You got upset.
Like, be respectful.
But you got upset.
But you're
No,
fat,
I
though.
didn't get upset.
It's the
you
truth.
did.
You are fat.
No, I didn't.
said
You can
watch
try
your
to
mouth.
rage, baby, but I did because that's
you
be
said watch your
respectful.
mouth. That means
Because I'm a grown
you're
woman,
upset.
I would like you to be respectful.
But you're fat.
It's like
I'm not
it's the
fat.
truth.
it's a definition though.
You just literally
You said
called,
FUPA.
said you have a
Y'all
FUPA.
really trying to rage bait the shit out of me, ain't y'all? It
You
ain't gonna
just
work.
said FUPA.
You said you have
Yeah.
a FUPA.
And it
I
stands
mean, because
for.
people understand what
Pull
that
it up.
is.
It stands for.
Pull it up.
I understand. I
Pull it up.
understand.
It stands for.
You want to read that? FUPA? Yeah. What does that
A
stand for?
fupa is a concentrated fat, right? You're calling, you're calling me fat. I said I have
Can you read the
pubic
definition?
area.
What does that stand for? That you use yourself?
Fat upper public area. What is it?
Public? No, baby, that's not public. That's not public, baby. That's definitely pubic, right? So fat upper pubic area, right? That's what the internet is saying it stand for. I guess that's what it stand for. It makes sense that that's what it stand for. But I definitely thought it was just something that people just made up. I don't know. Like, that's crazy. Fat upper pubic area. But that's pubic. Is that really talking about the stomach then? It's not really talking about the stomach then, to be honest. It's talking about this area right here, right up under the stomach. Yeah, but let's go.
What does that say? Area?
What is the operative
But
word?
listen to what I'm saying. That says area. Area. You called me fat, but that says area.
Okay.
What would you like to change about yourself? I don't want to change myself.
What is the
I want to change
operative
the
word there?
area.
Why are they loud, bro? Like, why are they? And I would argue the fat in the stomach. The only other place I would argue is bad is the face, but the fat on the stomach is the worst place to have the fat. I could accept the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, maybe the legs for definitely, but areas like face or chin, the stomach is the worst place to have the fat. I could be wrong, but there are people that like fat in the stomach area, but that's the worst place to have the fat on.
What is that?
He might be right about that. Because he's saying it's the worst place. The other places you could probably deal with as much. Arms and stuff like that. So he might be right about that, but he's still a sucker. Pay attention.
Operative word there?
People are listening.
What is the operative word there?
I understand, but it also, what's the other operative word? Area. You called me fat. I have areas on me that are fat.
It didn't
There's a
lead with
difference.
area, it led with fat.
So if area is still in the word, what the hell? How
That's
you
a
can pick and
fact.
choose what you?
See, this is the problem with
That's a
women.
fact.
Right? You guys just don't like to accept reality. You're objectively
That's true
overweight,
too, but
which
that's-
is a synonym for fat, and you're angry that I'm telling you the truth. I'm literally just holding up a mirror and telling you this is what it is. You are fat by definition.
No,
and
I
by
have
your own
fat
acronym
areas.
that you used. What?
I have fat areas that I will admit to. And I'm just telling you, I have fat areas.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
It's his face in the back.
Uncle Ruckus got a sign. He got a control.
Yes, Uncle Ruckus.
If you are stupid on certain days, let's say you're stupid Monday to Friday, but then you're not stupid on
So
Saturday and
basically
Sunday.
27 days.
Are you stupid?
24/7.
No.
Interesting.
Okay,
That's
I'm
a
gonna do it like
horrible
this,
example.
Right? Let's say that I cut hair, right?
Yeah.
I cut somebody's hair one time, did a really good job. Does that make me a barber?
Yeah, but you cut hair.
Again,
every day
another
in this case
horrible
'cause you
example.
have a FOOP every day.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so I have a
God.
fat stomach, but I am not fat. I don't have cellulite. I don't have fat ass cheeks, and areas of me are fat.
It's okay if you.
We got him.
I don't know if I believe you don't have cellulite. You need to show us. Stand up and let us see. I just don't know if I could believe that you don't have cellulite. If you don't got no cellulite, that usually means you probably not thick. So
Once again, the fat on the other areas would be probably better than having fat in your stomach area. But look at mine.
Move on.
That's what I'm saying.
Chris.
Damn. Because you called me fat, and I'm not a ball of fat. You feel me? But I do have a big ass stomach. And I'm being honest with myself. And if you're just saying that my stomach.
well, if you got a big ass stomach, you fat. Like if you got a big ass stomach, you fat. I was telling myself that I wasn't fat for a long time because I just had a stomach. But then I wasn't noticing that I was filling out in other places as well. Now I know it's fat. There's no way to deny it. Even though I feel like if I dropped my stomach, then I don't think nobody would look at me and think I was fat. But if they were to individually say, oh, you still need to lose weight around your arms, you still could stand to lose weight in your face, stuff like that. The argument that she was making before would, I think, be more applicable that, oh, if I may have some extra weight on my arms, if I may have some extra weight in my face, I might not necessarily be fat. I remember on the show we did a while back, I was showing them a picture of old girl Dominique Fishback. Because I was saying, to me, this is a 5. This is the average woman. This is the average woman, right? As far as the ranking go from 1 to 10. And when I showed the picture, they thought she was fat because the way her face looks, her face seems very heavy. So it like she was fat. Well, then when I showed her body, she ain't even got no body. Right? She don't got no ass, really. She got regular titties. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't nobody's fat. But her face look like, if you just see her face, it look like she is. It look like when you zoom out, you're going to see her body and there's going to be some weight attached to it. But it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why she's making the argument she's making. But when you say that you got a big ass stomach, you fat. That's because that's usually what we used to be talking about when we would make fun of people by calling them fat. Now I'm talking about people who didn't have humongous bodies, but their stomach was big. My cousin Keith, he had a stomach. We called him fat. We made fun of him by calling him fat, but the rest of his body wasn't fat, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? So
makes my whole body fat. Okay, well.
Yeah, that would be fat.
So
yeah.
are you bald?
I'd be being fat. Yeah, I am actually. Yeah,
he's bald.
You're bald?
I am balding in certain areas.
No, I said, are you bald?
No, I'm not bald. But
You're
I'm balding in areas.
right? You have a spot where you're losing hair, right?
Yeah.
Checkmate.
So you're balding, but you're not bald. Get what I'm saying?
Check and fucking mate. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how it's done. You see that? That was a great retort. A great example. Those first 2 examples, not so much. You see why this one was, right? She noticed that this nigga is balding in certain areas. He's losing hair on his head, right? Boom, are you bald? First he tried to say like, yeah, I am. Then he switched it up because he know he don't really want to say that about himself. He don't even really want to believe that about himself, right? And changed it back to, oh, I'm balding in certain places. Same thing she was saying. You're not bald, but you're balding in certain places. Same thing she was saying. I'm not fat, but I do have fat in certain places. Same thing she was saying. Now, I didn't watch it past this. I was too excited and ready to react to it. Shout out to the dark-skinned melanated sister for checking this weak-ass wannabe black man, right? But we'll have to see. I don't know if he can retort this. I don't think he can. I don't think there's any way out of this, but let's just see.
Areas,
so
but I'm
you're
not
fatting.
There you go.
You're fat.
There you go. I'm fat.
He said, so you're fatting.
I'm fatting.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
that comparison sounds clever, but it doesn't actually work. Balding describes a process. He is losing hair in certain areas, but he still has hair. Being overweight is a classification of your body as a whole. It doesn't require every single part of your body to carry the same amount of fat. If you admit you're overweight and carry excess fat, let's say around your stomach, saying only this area is fat doesn't cancel the overall condition. That's like saying, I have debt on one credit card, so I'm not in debt. Like, what? The location doesn't erase the reality.
God, this man is stupid.
Wordplay to avoid a label she doesn't like, but the distinction does. But the distinction doesn't hold up.
see, this
Here's what I hate, bro. See, it's somebody like him who will speak, and because I'm smart enough to peep this, that you just want her to be wrong, so you just found a way to say it, but it ain't true. It doesn't make any sense. And here's how we know, because you had to use different words, right? So he said, you're fat. She said, no, I have fat in certain areas, right? Based on the definition of a fupa. Then she used the argument about him balding. It works exactly perfectly. He's not bald, but he is balding. She's not fat, but she is fatting, as they said, right? Gaining weight in certain places. Here's why it works and why what you just said, my immigrant friend, don't make no sense. Because you had to change the word from fat to overweight to make your argument. Damn! That's how we know. See, watch this, my immigrant friend. Being overweight does not mean you're fat. The wannabe nigga, Fresh, said himself, or is it Fit? I don't know, whichever one of them niggas it is. He said himself, right? That overweight is synonymous with fat, right? Which means it can imply that, but it doesn't have to. That's the difference, right? They will tell you that at a certain weight, you're overweight. And it don't mean that you're fat. So you can be overweight and not fat. So the fact that you had to change it from fat to overweight to make your argument proves that you're full of shit, sir. That's what it proves. Right? She absolutely checkmated him right there on that one. And that, I'm not saying she checkmated him to the point that she's not fat. I'm saying based on the argument that they're having, checkmate, nigga. And it ain't no way to come back from. I'm telling you, it ain't no way to come back from it. Even you had to change the word in order to make your argument against it. Right? Which y'all always have to do when you lose and don't want to take L's. But let's go.
You are, like, this is actually incredible. Like, you're overweight, which by definition means you're fat.
See what I'm saying? Now, look what he said. He said, you're overweight, which by definition means. But earlier, he said overweight is synonymous with. See what I mean? All you have to do, I was just explaining this to my mama, what I do. I deal with communication. All you have to do is listen to people, and you will see that they're full of shit. You will see what they try to do, changing their words up, and you think it don't really mean nothing. I'm telling y'all it does. If you disagree with what I said, you shouldn't have to change what I said at all. At all. Shouldn't have to change it one bit. You should be able to use the exact words I use to make your argument. The moment you can't, we know it's because you took the L.
Like, this isn't even like up for discussion. Like, I'm balding, but I'm
not. It's not. You lost.
I'm not completely bald. It's like kind of black or white. You, on the other hand, are objectively fat. Like, if I got a doctor in here, he would say you are overweight, which is literally the definition of being fat.
So if fat and overweight are the same thing, why are there two different words for it?
Because one is more of a less formal term. Fat is a less formal term.
So if you were to put Webster's dictionary next to each other, overweight and fat, because one is going to be based off of body index and the other one is going to be based off of like just what people say. Like there's chubby, there's fat, there's obese, there's overweight, there's different terms, there's different. All I'm saying is I'm fat in certain areas, and I like that.
Fat is a catch-all term for all different types of obesity and being overweight.
Mm-hmm.
See,
but overweight isn't.
Women just can't do.
That's why you lose this one, because overweight isn't. Right? Overweight does not equate to being fat. That's the point. You can't tell women that they're delusional, and then in the very next breath, you don't want to accept the reality of things. You don't want to accept the definition of words. But you got all the subscribers, all the followers, get all the cash apps, all the super chats. And you full of shit. But you got a nigga like me tell the truth. All I do is expose the truth. People don't care enough to support. They just want to see you actually tear folks down personally, which is why I'm never going to be successful. That ain't my mission. I don't care what these niggas got going on in their personal lives. Y'all see how we did the show yesterday when we talked about Yada? We spent about 4 minutes all together on the domestic violence. And even then, the whole time I was talking about it was me saying I didn't believe her. Right? The rest of the time, we was viewing how he communicates and why we know he's full of shit. It ain't got nothing to do with what his girl is saying about him right now. you can use his own words, right, to realize that he's full of shit. You know, that's what we do. So no,
deal with reality, and this is
you're delusional. You don't like reality.
Time, whether it's Cuba, not accepting the fact that like she's not the prize and the man that she wants is very rare than her, or the 19-year-old. Well, they kind of actually accepted reality. Actually, surprisingly so. The younger women with the social media presence have kind of figured out. Maybe they are smart enough to know debate. But like, but the other person, the conservative, the fake conservative is like, you know, it's interesting.
Please
how
don't call me
I'm
fake
not
conservative.
Not you.
She's talking about me. He's talking about me. But I'm really not a fake
You can't
conservative.
be that slow, dude. You cannot be that.
No, you say the Cuban girls thinking this and that.
No,
I
he
was
said
thinking
the
you
fake
talking about
conservative.
me.
But then he mentioned the two girls, and then he mentioned her again.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
You are
whoa. Did we just hear a woman say, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, my bad"? See right here, this is where I get triggered. Y'all can always use the "I'm sorry's" in my bad with complete strangers. But because y'all are whores in the mind at home, you don't think you have to use it. Just because you having sex with the person. Now you don't think you should be required to say "I'm sorry" or "my bad." Y'all quick to say that shit to complete strangers. You don't even know these people. And they can get it. That's crazy.
My love.
I mean, dude,
I'm
it's
so
not
sorry.
You don't have to apologize to me. I don't know how you make it through life.
I'm doing great. Don't worry.
Come on.
Yo, listen. You know how they make it through life? Because the world has been created for them to. Because the men in power don't give a shit about the men who not in power with them. All they care about is they soldiers and the women who can work for them and keep their economy going. They don't need you niggas no more. They got technology now. They got soldiers. That's as much men as they need. And then the women to enjoy and keep their economy going. So that's how she gonna make it through life. Because it's been created to be that way for women. That's how she gonna make it. Hold on.
You're functionally.
Come on.
I'm doing great.
But yeah, like, look, I'll be very honest with you. You are far more of a progressive than a conservative. Like, you just can't even adhere to. That's one thing about conservatives is like you have to be painfully honest and pragmatic and realistic. And you are fat. By definition, you don't like the term fat, but oh well. That's the truth. You are
But
fat.
I was honest. Didn't I just say I was fat in certain areas?
Okay.
You are fat, objectively speaking, and I'm not going to concede on that. You are absolutely fat.
like Cuba 2.0.
You are overweight in every single way. I don't know why your husband doesn't tell you this. Maybe if he did, you would lose
Well,
weight.
first off, my husband is blind, so he
blind,
can't see me. He just feels ass and titties.
Yeah, he's blind, bro. He's
well,
blind, bro.
now that makes
blind,
that,
Yeah, he's blind.
now it
But I
makes
know
sense.
100% that the people around him are
That's
not
why
being
she's
like
been able to get
whatever.
away with being fat so long and being delusional about it. He can't see nothing.
Have
He
you
can't
seen
tell her
my
nothing.
social media fat for so long? Do you know me?
He feels. He feels.
Oh, so you were not fat all this time?
No, I gained weight. I have kids. I got like 3-4 kids. The hell with
so-
C-sections. Like shit happens.
Okay,
I told
so
you I'll lose it.
You can't go to the gym and eat better?
I mean, it
You
has
can't
nothing.
conserve calories?
It doesn't have
Oh,
nothing.
I get it. Conservative.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it the
so
same
You a
that
dumbass.
because I'm overweight, that I whatever.
So she a fake conservative because she can't conserve calories? Yo, this nigga. Come on, man. Yo, that is wild. She can't be a conservative because she don't know how to conserve calories. Oh my God, bro. The internet,
That
bro.
is just because I don't eat right or I whatever. That's what you think?
Not for real.
Okay. So here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
it's a start.
Like,
you
I
know,
mean, like,
being fat, let me be completely objective about this and honest about this.
Cook didn't matter.
Being fat is completely unacceptable. You choose all the food that goes into your mouth. You are in control of every single calorie, and most of that goes into your mouth. So if you are fat, you've objectively demonstrated that you have no self-control. So since you have no self-control, you get fat, and this fatness is excess, is too much. And we live in America where we don't tell people that they're fat. if I was ever to get leadership of some kind in the United
You're literally sitting there telling her that she's fat. And we hear women get judged for being fat all the time. Now we're hearing more men getting judged. So I don't know what you mean. Oh, wait. Are you saying about, maybe he's saying that in regular media they don't do it. Because he can't be talking about in real life. Yeah, niggas been getting called fat.
I became the Ayatollah of the fear. I like fear. You know, I would literally put all you fat people in fat camps because a lot of you guys are delusional and you guys are bogging down the healthcare system. And heart disease is quite literally the #1 killer of Americans alongside car crashes. We have a serious obesity problem. And a big part of the reason why we have an obesity problem is because we have delusional people like this that will not acknowledge that they're fat. Now,
am I obese or am I fat?
You're fat.
Okay.
You are probably over 30 pounds overweight, so you probably constitute as obese as well.
No, my weight is 30. Like I'm 150 is my weight, and I'm at 162.
I think you probably.
Didn't she say 166 earlier?
More than 10 pounds overweight.
You can call it my doctor. I'm about 10 pounds overweight.
Closer to obesity.
Let me see your chart.
Well, so they must be talking about BMI. This ain't hard because I don't want to hear this goofy arguing. I hate when people do this. You argue about stuff that will take you 6 seconds to look up and confirm. It's not even that big of a deal, right? Black woman, 5'2", let's just say maybe 30 years old. What should her weight be?
For a woman who is 5'2", a generally healthy weight is between 104 and 131 pounds.
131 is the most.
Index, or BMI, between 18.5 and 24.9.
So, according to the BMI, 131 is the highest, right? Okay, let's see. Muscle and frame. BMI treats all women the same. If you're active, lift weights, or naturally have a denser, more muscle frame, your healthy weight could easily sit higher than 131 without carrying excess fat. But 131 was the standard, though. So at 150, I mean, then you got to think, as a black woman, you just feel like the ass is going to have a little bit more weight to it. Probably going to be a little bit more hip. Probably going to be a little bit more breast, maybe, especially with kids. She said 3 or 4. To Aaron's point, which one, 3 or 4? But, you know, like that's going to contribute. So she might have to target, you know what I'm saying, 130 just to get the 150. And if she ever get back to 130 at her age and all of that, she might not even like it. Because some girls really don't like, especially black women, don't want to be, they don't want to be bobbleheads. Because you see that happen a lot of times to people when they lose weight, and particularly a lot of weight in a shorter amount of time. Like your boy. What's your boy name? The poverty pimp? Al Sharpton. What's your other boy name? From the TV, Al Roker. Bobbleheads, boy, what you talking about? Right? Because they lost that weight and they lost it real fast. And so now their heads is big and their bodies is like olive oil, you know? The cartoon character Olive Oil. God damn it. I be showing my age. Can't believe I'm 28. All right, let's go. We got about 30 more seconds of this.
Let me see
but
your
either
chart.
way, you are fat.
Wait, what?
But either way, you are fat. So the point I'm trying to make is that being fat as a man is unacceptable, right? But being fat as a woman is even less acceptable. Because you guys really only have one job, 2 jobs. Be pretty and be quiet. And third job, and not be a. So as a woman, if you're fat, you objectively failed in life. I would argue a fat woman is the equivalent to a poor man, right? I didn't have the discipline to go out there and make money and work really hard. You didn't have the discipline to control calories and you get fat. So, and as a conservative, you should be ashamed of yourself because you should have conserved.
Well, see, now he's just going, this, I mean, Is what he's saying logical based on how we socialize? Yes, but I don't care about that. She cooked you on the point about not being fat. She won. You lost. It is what it is. You lost to a girl. A girl who you calling fat, by the way. But nah. My man Ronnie said 152 and 166 is a butterball. Ronnie, you don't like women. I'm gonna just say that by that statement. You don't like women. You like girls. You like varsity basketball playing body having ass girls. Like all them girls in the WNBA that ain't gay, that don't really got no body, but they really cute. So people make them more than what they really are. You know what I'm saying? They just, oh my gosh, I can't remember that one chick name in the WNBA. Everybody was acting like she was just so pretty. When I saw her, I'm like, nigga, what? What are y'all talking about? This chick ain't even pretty. She's cute. She nice looking. She not pretty. But because she wasn't a stud like the rest of them chicks in the WNBA, and even though she didn't really have no body, people were still like, oh, right? I think it was Skylar. I think it was that Skylar Diggins or Diggers, something like that. But she ain't had no body. Them the kind of girls you like. Okay, tell me you don't like Skylar. You saying I'm lying. Watch this. I can't wait for this nigga to concede. I cannot wait for this nigga to concede. Because we both know it's true. Let me see. Skylar. Let's see if her name come up. Skylar Diggins. There you go right there. Okay, let's see. Please try to lie to us and tell us you don't like Skylar Diggins. He said, she not cute to me, famo. This nigga lying, man. Okay, all right, I ain't gonna gaslight you. You standing on it, it is what it is. But 5'2", 166, you are out of your mind if you calling that a butterball. You are out of your mind, bro. I can show you 5'2", 166, and I'm talking about some of the best shit you ever seen in your life. I put some of them videos up. I think I just deleted them too. So now I don't got no more. Hold on. Because you lying. I still say you lying. That's the homie. I ain't trying to come at him like that, but nah, come on, man. Yo, the whole internet was acting like this chick was the best thing since sliced bread, bro. I mean, they was acting, oh my God, Skylar Diggins. I'm like, bro, this regular. What are y'all doing? Look, here go one right here, full body. You see what that? You see that? Ah, man. That ain't it, bro. I'm sorry. That's just not it. That ain't it. But because I like you, because you the homie, you always supporting 5'2", 166 pound female. Okay. I wish I had my videos because I could show you these videos that I had put up. Damn, man, why it's not letting me scroll? The fuck, man? That's 5'2", 166 right there. That's nobody's butterball, my nigga. It won't let me blow it up, but hold on. Let's see. Yeah, that ain't nobody's butterball. Do you see what I'm saying? Well, no, wait a minute. We don't know. Does it say how tall she is? Or does it just say the weight? Because she might not be 5'2". Oh, yeah, it says 5'2". 5'2", 166, right there. That ain't nobody's butterball. See, you guys just, because y'all just like I said, y'all like girls. Y'all like, not, and again, we say girls. We know we don't mean the other shit. We talking about regular body ass girls. I like baby mamas, right? So I like chicks with weight on them, bro. That's what I like. I'm telling you, I had several videos that I had posted before, but I had took them all down where it was literally girls that was 4'11", 5'2", 5'1", 5 foot, stuff like that, who were, you know what I'm saying, 160 pounds, 170 pounds, 155 pounds, like that, showing you what it could look like. Oh, snap. I'm finna get into the next video. Just give me 1 second. 52166. I want to see if I can find that one video. Mm-mm. Yeah, nah, fam. You gonna take that one back today. We gonna get you right today. We gonna get you right today. This might not play. Yeah, I figured it wasn't gonna play because I ain't logged in. I have to download the video for you to see it. That's 52165. What? Ooh, I wonder if this one to play. Cause this you gonna be like, Beans, that ain't a butterball. Let's see if this one play. Look at that. See how she got more weight on her arms? So this is a woman who been losing weight. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all might call that a butterball. Some of y'all might call that a butterball. I don't. In order to be a butterball, to me, you gotta be fat. That shit gotta be fat and spread around to where it's fat. It can't be thick. Nothing about you can't be thick and we calling you a butterball. That's just crazy to me. Nah, you can't do it. You can't. Butterball got to be fat or it ain't a butterball. Let me see what it said. Okay, cool. I was tipped on the wrong thing. Cool. Boom. Hold on, let me. Oh, where is that? Oh, I took it down by accident. Okay, cool. Boom. There you go.
Yo.
Ronnie said, "A in shape 166 is different than a chick that's eating hot Cheetos." You right. You right. So you saying the average 166 is not gonna be like them girls? Because I think that last girl, even her arms might be bigger than the average chick. Because her arms was bigger than the chick on the Fresh and Fit show. And she said she was 160 something. Because I think she said 66 at first and then turned around and said 62. But either way.
Mr. Beans. Talk to him, son.
Hit the Cash App and support the show. Unless you broke.
Hey, yo, Mr. Baines, let me talk to him.
Support the show and make the chat glow with a super chat. On me.
On me. Everybody break bread.
I. Let's get into this next video. This video was from my man them over at Lapeef. I listened to the first 60 seconds, 90 seconds of it, and I thought, this one is probably going to be good. Let's get to it.
There are moments where I'm not being disrespectful. I'm really...
Nope. Don't spoil it for us.
Sleep.
Hold on. Nope. Don't spoil it for us, dog. Now let's go.
definitely adapted to horrible communication in general. And I think the correlation between being able to have restriction and self-control in the workspace is what they're saying. Because if we're being honest, most people aren't having healthy arguments. They're not, and when I say that, they're calling each other out of their names. They're using things that they use in a vulnerable space to hurt this person now in this conversation that has nothing to do with what you're even upset with right now. I don't think it's a matter of just being emotional. It's we have how many stories of women putting their hands on men during these disagreements and arguments. Like that's more so we're speaking of, where it's like you don't go around swinging, like you don't go around hitting people at school as a kid. If we're going to use the same example, you can't go around hitting kids at school. Why is it okay now to come home and hit each other? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like a level of like, and I get it because I've had this like level of like skirting even myself because I'm a very expressive person. I'm never gonna call you out your name and put my hands on you, but I can get a little bit like the faces sometimes is what's gonna get me. If you find faces disrespectful, you're gonna find me disrespectful. So I think there's also like there's a limit where yes, there is clear disrespect, but there are moments where I think that's kind of what we're getting towards. Like there are moments where I'm not being disrespectful. I'm really just trying to understand, and because it's not very like a stoic conversation that's happening, it's now you're being over emotional, and then it ends up being an attack on me feeling something as I'm trying to express myself, which is where you had asked earlier, Willie, about the silent treatment. I've been guilty of that silent treatment because honestly, my first thoughts is gonna be some thug shit. I'm thinking in my head the most craziest thing sometimes, and I'm like, I don't want to cuss you out right now because I am overly emotional, and I've learned to regulate myself. I do need a quiet period. I haven't quite evolved to the hey, I can't express myself right now. So I'm still working on that personally. So because it does skirt this line of if I do express myself while I'm in the emotion, it will come off as disrespect, regardless of how I'm trying to not disrespect you in that
Miss
certain
Mac,
moment.
Oh, I see where this is going now. I see where this is going now from watching the preview part. I see why it went the way that it went. I hope they go as deep as I'm hoping they will. But I feel like what she's saying right now applies to my little lady friend. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how her mind process be. But at the same time, we can't be honest about what that actually means. Right? I'm going to tell you in a second. I'm finna make a note to myself not to forget. But I want them to get to the point because then it's going to walk us right into what it really means.
I think sometimes too, Miss Mac, could it be what men are asking is when it comes to disrespect? Does everybody know? Because maybe men might feel certain things are disrespectful, right? When we're trying to voice ourselves, and we think we're voicing ourselves, but it's not always what we say. It's like you said, it's how we said it. Because if you say like how you just said, whatever that statement would have come out, right? Whatever you would have said, you know what I mean? I feel like that could be sometimes come off as, that a man would probably say is disrespectful, whereas you may think, or us as women, we may think we're just trying to get our points across.
This is also where alignment comes into play, right? So like me,
alignment.
Always goes back to the individual person. I know I don't do good with aggressive people, like the people that got to rah and get all like I don't do well with that because that's not even where I want to go. I don't like to get there because I'm going to take it to hell. I know me enough to know I can't be around somebody that's ready to just fuss and yell all the time. I need someone who can sit and have a conversation and even have a quiet period so we can actually think and then come back to it and have a level-headed conversation. And so this.
See how she said it again? I need a quiet period to think. This is the worst thing for women. I'm telling y'all, it is any woman saying this, run. I'm trying to spare you from my trauma. Any woman who's saying I need a quiet period to think, run, bro. You want to talk about red flags? That's one of them. Because the problem with this is that when women go and think, all they think is how they're not wrong. They replay things in their head to look for justifications for their feelings. That's what they do. They don't go and think and come back in 10 minutes and say, I see where I was wrong at. They don't do that. Them, I see what you were saying be taking months. It's everything is supposed. You saw what happened last night on the show with Chantel. Chanel. This a whole stud out here. And she's still a woman. She's been telling us since she got here. That's why I said I can't help but respect it. As much as it frustrates me, she told us when she first got here, I'm a proud Black woman, though. So now when she's emoting and being illogical like a woman, I can't really be like, man, you a whole stud. You supposed to think like us. No, she a woman. Her biology is woman, period, point blank. So she's going to emote like one. When we talk about women, she's going to want to defend them and make it seem like everything ain't true. And when we talking about men, it's going to be, yeah, y'all the problem, and she going to agree with it and talk about how niggas ain't shit. Because she's a woman. But this still ain't telling you what it means yet. I'm just showing you. This the second time she brought this up. So if you got sons, nephews, any boys, or men for that matter, who come to you for relationship advice, tell them if they hear this, run. If they not willing to accept the masculine, crazy woman who's probably going to cheat, run. Because that's what you're going to get from this. There's no way around it. And we're going to get to the point of why that is. Let's keep going.
This is knowing who you're dealing with. Again, I'm a person where I kind of put that early out there. If faces bother you, if me being physically expressive, my face is going to bother your ego, walk away now. Walk away now. I know me enough to know what I'm willing to work on is I won't say, like, I won't call you out your name. You ain't gonna hear no bitch ass nigga, nothing like that out of my mouth. I've never said that. No, that's not how I talk. So you don't have to worry about that, but you may have to worry about me making some faces or rolling my eyes when you're saying something that might sound crazy to me in that moment. So
now, the one thing about this, I like the fact that she's self-aware. She not saying it as some sort of, rah-rah Black woman chant. I get to make faces, nigga, and it ain't nothing you could do about it. She just like, I know me. It's some stuff that I can control, and there's some stuff that I can't. But again, even that I don't think is true. You're going to see why in just a minute. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Hey, real quick.
Which is disrespectful, too.
Can you tell me what, like, some thug shit would be? Because I feel like if you get mad at a nigga, you're going to be like,
shut your bitch ass up.
I feel like that's what's coming.
I was thinking the same thing.
Listen.
She said,
In the deep depths of sometimes, depending on the situation, my soul, that's the thought process. And then I say, okay, I'm upset. I'm angry. Why am I angry? Why am I upset? Where that's even a thought that even came to my spirit for a second. And I do understand with Real Dope saying about rolling eyes can be disrespectful. I definitely understand that. I've been told that. And it's something where I feel like the reasons why I end up rolling my eyes, they were honestly valid because I'm not going to roll my eyes if something doesn't sound insane to me as well. So I get what you're saying for sure. But I also have my own way of processing, I guess. And I guess I don't know how to change that or if I want to change that in me, if I'm being honest.
Are you one of those women who say things like, I can't control my face if I feel a certain way. I'm just going, it's just how it's how my face going to be. Are you one of those women?
Feels guilty.
I'm in that. I wouldn't necessarily always say that, but yeah, I've said that before. I've said that.
Here it goes. I think this is where it comes. All right, hold on, fellas. I think this is where it comes in at. If you about to do what I think you about to do, way to be on your job, son. Right? Let's see if he goes where he needs to go. I wonder who in the chat is paying attention to see this. Let's see if he goes where he needs to go with this one.
Before,
Well, that's just the lack of self control. You know, it's like, and it's one that you accept. It's like, yo, I don't want to fix it. My face is going to be how my face is. Like for me,
Yeah, I
my
was going to
face-
say the same. I was going to say the same thing. I feel like when you're,
He
if
didn't
you
take
know
it
that
there.
there's certain things, I just feel like that's like work you got to put into. Like if you know that you can't handle disagreement properly, and you lash out and this is not just for you, but I'm just saying if you lash out, then I mean it's I guess alignment. Like you shouldn't really be in a relationship. You know what? I can't. I'm just thinking of myself, like in my long 12-year relationship, my engagement, like I've never ever yelled. I've never ever, like, if we didn't agree on something, I'm gonna speak it. I mean, I just can't imagine, like, I've seen it before, people like yelling at the person, degrading, or, you have attitude and, you walk, I can't see it.
It's hard for me to believe that, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't believe. I got to get my old sound effects back in. A liar, a cheater, like, cause I don't believe that. You was with somebody for how many years? She said 12. You telling me you was with somebody for 12 years and you never raised your voice? Lie to your mama. Don't lie to me. I don't know who you. I ain't the one. I ain't gonna punish you and I ain't gonna arrest you. Go lie to the police. Don't lie to me. I don't believe that.
I think that's just something hard for me to understand that.
I think
that
women
in a
and
relationship.
men.
I'm sorry, True.
I think women and men review things just a little bit differently. We always do, right? And so for a woman to say that her expression is written over her face and she will prefer to express that way than to lash out and say things that would be disrespectful, like to call you out your name, to get loud, to start cursing. All those different things is what we look at as disrespect, but then it's like, darn if you do, darn if you don't. You're still disrespectful if you roll your eyes, or if you look crazy, or if you look down, and it's like, so I've always been an expressional person. Like my son was 2 years old in daycare, and they said, "Do you be making faces with him? Because he always made faces when we feed him." Like that's just always been me. I've always been an expression, like an expressive person. But to say, and that's probably what got me in trouble in my marriage, now that I think about it, because I
Right. I was
wasn't
about
a
to say that.
verbal person. I didn't curse. I didn't, say things that was to just try to get under his skin or push buttons or hurt his feelings. Like that's just not me. I'm not a tit for tat. I don't ever like to argue. So for me, I'll just, be quiet. And yeah, my face may be like, oh my gosh, like I gotta go through this again,
But
and
Paris, is that
so
So
okay
I
though?
guess I get
basically,
in trouble for
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Is
you
that okay?
prefer
Well,
Is that
you
okay?
prefer
apparently not. Darn if you do, darn if you don't.
no. So
Like, I mean,
so
rather for
darn
me
if
to
we do,
just
darn if we
curse you
don't.
out, go there, take it there,
Yeah.
argue.
Don't darn if
Right.
we do,
I'm
darn if
I'm
we
using
don't.
the
Hold
less
on.
passive way. I'm still a human being. I still have emotions. So for me to be able to, because as a man, you can express your emotions and it could come off a little, aggressive to me. You could raise your tone and it could be loud, and I'm not gonna say lower your tone, but you can express that way and it's totally okay. I
Who said you
can't.
couldn't do that?
So for me, my expression is my face. Like I may just be in my thought or be
So
like, oh
so
my gosh, but I'll still get in trouble.
I'm gonna tell you why that is though. Because when you doing the face, it's two things going through a man's mind. One, we think we know what the face means, right? And we know it ain't nothing good. So once we understand what we believe the face mean, that's one level of frustration with it. Then comes a second level of frustration because we don't actually know what you're thinking. Right? We might know that you thinking some bullshit about us, but we don't know if you saying screw him, I hope he die, kill yourself. Like, we don't know what you thinking for real, verbatim, right? But we just know you thinking some bullshit. So we know you thinking some bullshit. That's frustration one. That's like the injury. And then because we can't figure out what it is or know exactly what you're thinking, that's the insult. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'd be like, damn. It might even seem like it's worse. Like, I get what she said because I know I'm that way. Bro, I'm to the point where my lady friend, where we saying some shit, where I'm doing some sort of corrective talking. Let's say I walk into another room. When I get into the other room, I'll be like, I saw that. Now, she know I ain't seen shit because I'm all the way on the other side of the door. But we both know she just made a face behind my head because she thinking something. We know it's happening. And so now I'm just in the habit of just saying, I saw that. Right? Or I heard what you was thinking. I say that shit a lot. I'd be like, don't play with me. What you talking about? I heard what you was thinking. Now, you know I ain't heard what you was thinking, but then it's like her reaction to it, the laugh or whatever, the look away and all that shit, let me know I was right. Or if she kind of like stand her ground, be like, boy, when nobody thinking about you, then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she probably wasn't thinking shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just it's a game we got to play with y'all because to the other girl point, oh, I need a thinking moment or some thinking time to go sit down and think. That's the problem. It's either right and wrong, bro. Most of the time, it ain't that difficult. It's black and white more often than it ain't. That gray area shit is for vaccines. That shit is, it is not for, you know what I'm saying? These petty arguments that we be having amongst ourselves. I was just in one. I'm telling you, from basically telling a woman that I fancy that you work every day and all you do is pay bills and buy weed. That's it. That shit ain't enough for you to be putting that many hours into the job just to pay bills and buy weed. But somehow that turned into, why you worrying about me? Oh, so I could screw you in any hole that's open, but I can't tell you, yo, you putting in too many hours just to be paying bills and buying weed. Don't show my concern. Don't tell you it offer you something better than that. It ain't even like I'm just saying that. I got a solution. Right? So that's normally how conversations is going. It's not know whether or not we about to vaccine the kid kind of conversations. And it's not that difficult in those conversations to not be an asshole. To me, I think it's pretty easy. Right? In the moment, if you're more concerned with the fact that you think the other person is trying to correct you than you are with it and hearing what they're saying, you're the problem. So you shouldn't need 10 minutes to go sit and think. You shouldn't need 10 days to be away. You shouldn't need 10 months to go fuck other niggas and realize, oh, it ain't that much better out here. Let me go back home. You shouldn't need none of that. You should need 10 seconds. Take a deep breath. Hold it in for 3, blow it out for 3, and use the next 4 seconds to open your mouth and say, you know what, you right. You know what, I understand what you're saying. You know what, I get the point. You know what, that's true. You know what, I'm glad you care. You know what, I'm glad you give a damn. Try doing that sometimes instead of always getting upset and offended because a man is telling you you ain't perfect. You got women out here who go through all the hassles to hide their blemishes. They know they ain't perfect. But then if you tell them they ain't perfect, somehow it's the worst thing you could ever have done in the history of mankind. It's worse than slavery. It's worse than the killing of Jesus. Nah, I don't accept that.
So doing if we do, doing if we hold on, Willie. It's doing if we do, doing if we don't is an excuse, right? It's to say that, oh, it's to go from one extreme to the other. No, it's a middle. There's a middle, right? There's a middle inside of there. Like You can control your facial expressions. You just don't want to. You prefer passive aggressive versus being like loud. Cool, I get it, I dig it, but you can control it. And it's like, for example, like your kid can't look at you however they want to after you tell them to do something because they can't look at you however because it's disrespectful. Like you can control your
thing you say is fix your face.
Yeah, fix your face. We heard
So you know what? That's crazy. Parents do be telling kids to fix their face too. Especially mamas. Y'all are some of the more, this is what I'm saying. Now watch this. Just in case my mama's watching. This is what I be talking about. Just in case my son watching. Just in case my lady friend watching. Did you hear that? Watch this. Mamas are the main ones to tell you to fix your face. And now you got these grown ass women sitting on the panel saying my face shouldn't be a problem. See how that works? You don't want your kids making a face to you because it's disrespectful. But if you doing it, nigga, just get over it. See, they still ain't said the checkmate yet on why this is. But hope if they don't ever get there, I'll make sure I take you there. I ain't forgot.
Make me happy.
We always
And wait, if you make me happy,
as kids.
if you make me happy and make me smile, that's okay for my face to be expressive. But the moment you say something that makes my face frown up is now disrespect. I think that's also over.
I can answer that. I can answer that. It depends. It depends, right? Because we're adults, right? And we got to be reasonable. We got to be sensible. We got to be sensible and reason. We got to be reasonable and sensible, right? There are certain things, right? For example, if I got a food, if you see me eating my food and you find my food to be disgusting and you have a reaction of like, ugh, no, your parents tell you not to do that. Don't do that. Control your face when you're somebody's eating food. You don't yuck somebody's yum, right? That's what they say. Like you can control your face and there.
So how do we supposed to react? So we can't raise our voice. We can't curse. We can't say things to hurt your feelings.
Oh, this is so easy.
We can't have facial expressions, apparently.
This is so easy.
What can we do?
You can express yourself.
Because we still have feelings. You can cry. That's and emotions.
Can anybody say it already?
Damn.
Damn.
My husband used to tell me that ain't nothing.
Exactly.
They don't care about that.
You say that now. Say you can express yourself with your words, but not do anything with your face. Like anything you're like. Let's be realistic here. Like, come on. Everybody on here has made a face while they were speaking, listening. Everyone on here has made some kind of a face. And
but
some
we don't make
even hand gestures.
So what are we talking about?
Yes, thank you.
Express
What are we talking about now?
Like,
come on.
These are forms of
The faces
expression.
that I make with y'all are not the faces that I make with my woman. Like I make, because not trying to be funny, but I don't give a fuck about none of y'all compared to how I care about my woman. So whatever face I make is the face you're going to get. Y'all have that same, you guys want to have that same idea with your men. And that's the problem. Because, well, I can't help it. Because you remember I said earlier what the difference between an excuse and a reason was. Y'all are making excuses for why your face is always fucked up. Now, Miss Mac, I understand where you're coming from because I am you. If I don't say what I'm thinking, like you can read it across my forehead. You'll know exactly what I'm thinking. The people who know me best know that if it's not about what you hear me say, it's about what my face says. Because I can have a conversation that I don't give a fuck about, but my mouth and my tone and my intonation and everything about what I'm saying will make you think that I care. But my face will let you know that I'm looking at you for real, like you have shit on your shirt. Like I don't care anything about what we're talking about, so I get you. But this is the thing, though.
Let's see.
In situations where respect is in order, you can't do that. I'm very good about communicating with my parents. Even when they say some bullshit, I don't give them the same face that I will give y'all when y'all say some bullshit out of respect. That is the difference, and that is the deference that we're asking for from our women. Nope, I'm not even going to respond to though. All we can do is cry shit because that's just hyperbolic. But what you're saying is actually something that's worth exploring.
Exactly.
When men say that, like, y'all, we understand your emotions, but what we also need y'all to understand is that they are your emotions. They're not ours. We shouldn't have to deal with the negative ones just because sometimes we get the positive ones. For example, you said that, well, I can smile when I'm happy, but when I'm not, it's a problem. Right? Cool. Well, we also know that you'll smile when you're not happy. We know, like, when we, hey, can we go out with our boys? You'll be like, oh, yeah, cool, go ahead. We know what that go ahead really means. That smile behind it really means.
Come on,
So we can't
let's
say that
say
there's a
it.
one size fits all for these things. But now you said you can't raise your voice. Perry said you can't raise your voice. No, you can't do anything aggressive unless you want your man to treat you aggressively. So if you think that your inability to process your emotions and to comport yourself as the feminine, respectful woman he chose to commit to, then that's, again, not his fault. That's your problem. Because, again, just like that, your emotions are your problem as well. All you can do is expect us to consider them
That's a
as
fact.
long as we see benefit to it. And after a while, you being disrespectful and having that mouth and being emotionally immature and not able to regulate yourself, how many times do you think niggas are going to deal with that? This is when you start seeing husbands that need 45 minutes to sit in their driveway before they go in the house. Because they already have to deal with a day's worth of bullshit, and now they got to come in there and deal with your bullshit too. And if we're being honest, the majority of y'all, your emotions are based off, like, when y'all have these fucked up stories about what so-and-so did to you, we understand why they did it to you, because you be dead ass wrong. But we can't tell you that because in consideration of your emotions.
I want you to look at, see, he blowing it up again. I want you to look at their faces while he's saying this, right? Look at their faces. Look at Miss Mac's face, right? And this is I know what he's saying is true, but it don't matter. I am woman, hear me roar. I want to be on my bullshit. It's okay. Niggas should deal with it. Just accept it. You don't gotta deal with it. All that extra shit. It's never, damn, let me think about how bro, I'm telling you, the programming that the white man has done on black women is so raw, bro. That coding is so ingrained that you can't even convince them that they should not have disdain for their own men. Not somebody else's man, not the neighbor's man. Their own men. You can't convince them that they should not have this built in, ready to go, always on go, ready to just let loose whenever they want to on some disrespectful, inconsiderate, uncooperative behavior, and don't even get me started with their mouths. You can't even convince them that they shouldn't be that way. That is something weird about you always being just ready to go with the dude, and I'm going to say it this way because this is the only way I know how to say it, with a dude who you are allowing to penetrate all of your holes. You will allow this man to use his birth tool to gag you with it, and yet we can't convince you that you shouldn't hate him, that you should respect him. We can't convince you of that. Your coochie is so sacred because you have a coochie. You don't think you should have to ever pay for a spouse. If you're going to be in a relationship where one person is paying for everything, it ought to be him and not you, for the reason that you have a vagina. That's why you think that's what it is. Because you say it's because you're a woman. And what makes you different, but different between a man and a woman is that it's your vagina. And yet you will allow a man to penetrate your vagina, leave his semen all in your vagina, and you won't even respect him. And we can't convince you that it's crazy to not respect that man, not the random nigga walking down the street. We can't even get to that conversation yet until you explain to us why is it that you will spend 6 months, 6 years, 16 years, 26 years, 36 years with a man choosing to not respect him. Even if he did do something wrong, watch this. You still stayed with him. Not only that, you're going to give him a lifetime punishment for not being perfect, as if you are. Because of course, Anything anybody dealing with was you, that's their choice. Right? My lady friend used to say that bitch ass shit to me a lot. If it's so bad, why you choose to be around? I'm like, that's the shit that dumb nigga said to you when you was 19. And now you think it makes sense to say it to me. Because it's built and programmed into you by your beloved white man who they haven't said it yet. And with the time limit left, I don't think they're going to get to it. Women are whores. What do I mean by that? Everything they have to offer is for sale. Now watch this. Anybody who thinks I'm wrong for calling women whores, please explain to me how I'm wrong. Don't tell me why you think I shouldn't say it. Tell me I'm incorrect. Everything they have to offer is for sale. You want her to love you? Pay her. You want her to have your kids? Pay her. You want her to raise them kids? Pay her. You want her to clean the house? Pay her. You want her to have sex with you? Pay her. Watch this. This is where it comes in at. Again, because they didn't say it. Here's the why I've been promising y'all all video long. Because they talk about all this shit, how she couldn't control her face. I bet money she controlled that face when she at work. Bet money. You ain't on no job for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Because you up there acting the same way that you act with your man. Shit ain't happening. Lie to your motherfucking mama. Don't lie to me. You can tell whatever excuse you want. You ain't up there yelling. You ain't in nobody's face with all this shit. You ain't nobody a bunch of niggas and motherfuckers and a punk ass and all that other shit. Well, find somebody else, and I don't got to be here. You don't got to. You don't got to employ me. You not saying none of that shit to them people. You not lie to the police. Don't lie to me. You not treating them like that. So when you sit on the panel and you try to tell us it's because you can't control it, we know you're lying. Willie, although he was telling the truth, was giving y'all a soft landing. I don't have one for you. Because don't nobody have no soft landings for me. So I ain't got none for nobody. No, we know you're lying, lady. You absolutely can control your mouth and your face. I know you can. Last week when we did the Thursday show and I called that nigga a bitch, that was intentional. I knew I was about to say it. I made sure I said it. Nigga, you just disrespected me. I'm finna disrespect you back. And I'm gonna disrespect you with the thing that I know you don't like because you're disrespecting me with the thing that you know I don't like. It's fair game. Period, point blank. I could have controlled my tongue. I didn't. I could be controlling it now. Don't want to right now. Right? People have pissed me off to the point where I wanted to swing on them. I didn't. So if I hit or swing on somebody, guess what that means? I wanted to do it. I'm not going to be sitting in the courtroom talking about, man, I ain't even want to do that. Yes, I did. I'm a human being. What are we talking about? They want to talk about them being human beings. No, we the ones that don't get treated like human beings. And why is that? Because we got to pay for everything. We get treated like vending machines. Or like y'all the vending machines and we the customers. Whatever we want. You want some respect? That's $813. That'll be $400. You want to see your kids? That's C19. That'll be $500. You want me to take accountability? That's A20. That's $367,422. I know that ain't even make sense, but that's what it is. Accountability? Yeah, right. Try to tell us that you ain't never ran into the office late as hell, damn near was late on purpose. Just was like, I'll be late, whatever. But when you got there, ooh, girl, sorry I'm late, girl, man. Travis, I had got a late start and then my watch didn't go. Oh, come on, man. Y'all do it. Don't try to lie. Y'all do it. But when it come to us, why should I have to? Why should I have to tell you anything? Why should I have to apologize? Why should I have to say I'm sorry? Why should I have to take accountability? Why? That's what y'all do. Period, point blank. That's what you do. So no, lady, we don't believe you when you say you can't control it. I know I don't believe you. You could control it. You're choosing not to. Because you think just because you having sex with a person, they should have to tolerate everything about you. Damn near you want them to like it, not just tolerate it. So there you go. There's only a minute left in this video. I don't know if we want to watch it. I'm going to hurry up and get through this other video because y'all trying to make me work for free. I can't do it. I seen too many super chats going up on other people's channels today.
They did it to you because you be dead ass wrong. But we can't tell you that because in consideration of your emotions.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you
bro.
just taught me something
Hold on, go
about
ahead.
myself. I'm not ready to date.
Hold
Because I'm
on.
not ready to
Let
change
bro get
my
in there.
facial expressions. I don't think that my facial expressions to be taken for disrespect. It's just the way that I express myself. So I guess I'm disrespectful and I just realized that. But yeah, that's just crazy. That's crazy. Because if I'm not a getting
Well, you
loud
know, commotion.
person, I don't ever bring the problems. 9 out of 10, if I'm having a facial expression, it's
Y'all
because you're
stop.
schooling me on something or you're mad
Why
at
is
me
he
about
showing her
something.
face the whole
And
time?
sometimes I don't really care about it because it'd be something so little or minute that I really could care less. So my expression probably would show that I really don't care. And that's why I'm not going to argue back with you. It's not worth me arguing over. It's not worth me going back and forth with you. But if I tell you I don't care, then I'm offending you. So again, darn if I do, darn if I don't.
It's
I'm
not
just be
worth you
single
taking
for a while.
accountability. That's what
There
you
are
meant to
certain
say.
facial
Hold on.
expressions
Go
that you
ahead.
can make.
We doing the moves. We doing the. Hold on, bro. Go ahead, bro.
And then she ain't even get to say nothing because the video ends right there. My man Kamal in the chat said, Beans, women are angels. Laugh out loud. They only sell what they got. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. I'm just saying, bro, like, it's crazy to me that this is so difficult to just process. Like, I don't know, man. It's frustrating for me because it's like, yo, this can't be live. Is anybody up there not thinking this while these women are saying this? Like, bro, no, that's not true. You can control it because there's no way you've been on these jobs for all these years and you haven't been controlling it. You have. You not doing that shit to them. Like, just don't understand how difficult it is to get from where they was at to right there. I got there immediately. We had to wait a whole 17-minute video to get to the end for Willie to semi-point it out, you know what I'm saying, about it being a choice, but at the same time saying that he understood. But instead of just saying like, bro, no, we have the evidence that you can control it. You can. You can. Now, is it some people who can't? Yes, there are some people who can't. But most people do. Most people do. That's the point. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, man. The main video of the show so we can get out of here. Y'all on bullshit.
Mr. Beans. Talk to him, son. Hit the Cash App and support the show. Unless you broke.
Hey, yo, Mr. Baines, let me talk to him.
Support the show and make the chat glow with a super chat. On me.
On me. On me. Everybody break bread. Break bread.
Okay. Now can I move it? I can move it now. Yeah, I can move it now. Because I think the way that camera was like one shot damn near for the whole show. So let me move my camera back over here like so. And then I should be able to. What the fuck is that? Oh, the whatchamacallit. Okay. Fix that real quick. Boom. That's it. All right. And then my timestamp on this. Okay, they did have a couple of different shots, but it's just them two. I'll be all right sitting right here. What's about right here? All right. You heard me? Jersey.
Yo.
Apologize for what? Oh, don't try to figure it out. We here to see.
Nah, I'm very passionate when I speak on something. Because, like I said, and I'm going to say it to
So can you forgive anybody?
Yeah, if I could forgive.
Can you forgive them? They don't say nothing about you, what you not say nothing else about them.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm playing with you. But I'm saying real shit. Like
about the old shit. Some new shit come up and say what he want to say. But I'm saying about the old, like he talking about the same shit.
You think you got enough? You think you got enough stain? You think your opinion matters so much that you can make them niggas apologize to me?
No. Them niggas want to whoop your ass, boy. You somebody apologize. Them niggas want to kick your ass probably, bro. Cause I would want to I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like
you can't use your.
Fuck no, bro. I ain't listening to no nigga. I wouldn't even tell no nigga that shit. Apologize for what? Here making this shit some clowns, man. Man, take that shit out, bro. Hey, but you feel what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Who with them niggas shut the fuck up? Would you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
I probably can get that. Like, all right, bro, this shit up hip hop. Y'all shut the fuck up. He gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Just be like, yo, if y'all don't want y'all U visas out there, y'all interrogation videos, y'all Crime Stopper videos, just leave that boy alone.
Character.
No, it's the truth. If they would,
that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying if y'all don't want to go back and forth. I ain't saying.
Well, I'll stop. That's my thing.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying like what you saying.
You think if they never would have mentioned me, I would have did all that?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
You were doing that kind of shit before y'all even caught the case. What are you talking about?
What you mean?
You been the same nigga.
So, and I love that you say that. You said, yo, watch this. Everybody rewind, bank back right now. You said I've been doing this before the case, right?
Yeah, like trolling this shit.
So, rewind, bank back. He said these Ben didn't like you.
I said, what do you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they've been mentioning me before the case. The case.
Nobody ain't mentioned you before the case.
You want me to
saying what? Hold up, saying what? No, saying what? Saying what?
Remember the Trippie Red shit?
I'm gonna keep it a brick with you. Hold up, let me say this about both of these niggas you just named. 21 told me, get what? He betted that you wasn't gonna tell on my kids. He betted me, man. 6ix9ine ain't gonna tell.
You know why? Cause
he hold up, and for Slime tried to get me to interview you before he caught the case.
You know
when
why?
he got out, get what he said, bro. You got to interview that nigga, bro. Let that man tell his side of the story. Whatever it is, nigga. You a podcaster.
Yeah.
This before he caught his case.
Before he told in 2015?
I'm saying before he caught his case, bro. I don't know.
So my thing is.
But what I'm saying is, was still like, what you think niggas don't like, niggas didn't like you, niggas will be like you tried to say earlier. If a nigga say don't fuck with this nigga, niggas already saying this, like, you can't say niggas was hating you before that, is what I'm saying. Not them two specifically. Thug told me to do you, Thug told me to do you, Charleston White, and the dude, Saucy Santana. I did Saucy Santana, Charleston White. We did not do you.
So you did Saucy Santana before 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
So you never.
Not on perspective, on Big Fat. It was a lady at Big Fat. Well, I'm not. What the f they gotta do with anything?
Hold on, Saucy Santana. We talking about the same Saucy Santana?
What they gotta do with anything, though, bro?
So you interviewed him before me?
Bro, I was still, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't a full journalist yet. And you was in New York. It's like, how we gonna get in touch with you? I ain't never, I'm gonna keep it a break with you. I've never reached out to for an interview, neither. Ever. Not one person. Only time I talk to them, they want to talk to me because I know what the conversation gonna be like.
Can I just say something?
I've never reached out to a person for an interview.
When Thug told you to interview me and 21 told you that I wouldn't tell, you know 21 took that UVs in 2017, right?
Bro, what all that got to do with anything, bro?
I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you, like, niggas wasn't hating you. We can go. You don't say that 20 times.
So where did the hate come from?
I don't know, bro, because you told on some brothers. You told on some black men, and you're a Mexican probably.
Oh, cool.
That's how you probably feel like, man. Told on
so this is what I'm saying. So I told on some brothers. Who killed Nipsey? A
For
brother.
sure, for sure.
Who killed Vaughn?
For sure.
A brother.
For sure.
Who killed P&B Rock? A brother.
For sure.
Who killed Pop Smoke? A brother. Who killed Biggie? A brother. Who killed Tupac? A brother. Who killed Slim 400? A brother. Who killed?
Bro, I want to be Martin King.
Shit down.
See, the problem with this is that he think he actually just said some shit. That is crazy. Shout out to my work wife, Crystal Clear, in the building. Welcome to the Billionaire. She became a billionaire sophomore. Bro. First watch, gotta be honest. He said, oh, who killed Nipsey? Who killed these people? Whatever, right? And I was like, well, no, he's not lying. And then I realized, hold on, that didn't have nothing to do with what they was talking about. So I had to rewind it, right? So I'm going to do the same thing for y'all. Watch this. Because that didn't have nothing to do with what they was talking about.
I told him some brothers.
He told him, he asked them, where did the hate come from? So he's explaining to him where the hate come from. Look at this, this shit be crazy.
One person.
Watch this.
Only time I talk to them, they want to talk to me because I know what the conversation gonna be like.
Can I just say something?
I've never reached out to a person for an interview.
This is wild.
When Thug told you to interview me and 21 told you that I wouldn't tell, you know 21 took that UVs in 2017, right?
Bro, what all that got to do with anything, bro?
I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you, like, niggas wasn't hating you. We can go. You don't say that 20 times.
So where did the hate come from?
So he said, I'm telling you niggas wasn't hating you before. So now he asked him, where does the hate come from? He said, where does the hate come from? That's what he asked him. 6ix9ine is asking Banks, where does the hate come from? The hate that people have for me, the hate that the culture has for me. That's what he's talking about. The hate that these niggas in particular have for him. That's what he was asking. Watch this.
No, bro, because you told on some brothers. You told on some black men, and you're a Mexican probably.
Oh, cool. All right.
That's how.
And you a Mexican probably is funny as hell. Because when I first heard, I thought he was saying you probably a Mexican. But no, he was saying because you a Mexican, probably that's why the hate came, right? That shit was funny as hell to me. But listen to this nigga's response.
So this is what I'm saying. So I told him some brothers. Who killed Nipsey? A brother.
For sure.
Who killed Vaughn?
For sure.
A brother.
For sure.
Who killed P&B Rock? A brother.
For sure.
Who killed Pop Smoke? A brother. Who killed Biggie? A brother. Who killed Tupac? A brother. Who killed Slim 400? A brother. Who killed?
Bro, I want to be Martin King.
Shit down. Y'all mad at a Mexican,
but
right?
Name but one Mexican.
So this is what he did. He named all them shits, right? And then he said, I walk shit down. But you didn't. You didn't walk down. You didn't change nothing, right? At all. You didn't trump nothing. It wasn't a great rebuttal. Like all you did was name a bunch of dead rappers. He said you told on some niggas. And so you decided to name a bunch of dead rappers? Okay, cool. So Beans. But you heard what he said at the end? Yeah. He said that y'all mad at a Mexican for telling, but these niggas killed these rappers. Yeah, and we don't like them niggas. The same way how we don't like you. Whoever actually killed Tupac, fuck them. Right? Whoever actually killed Biggie, go to hell. Whoever killed Pop Smoke, rest in piss. Right? Like, we don't got no affinity for them niggas. What are you talking about? What did naming a bunch of rappers who was murdered got anything to do with the fact that you told? And you ain't black. That's the biggest thing. You saying we should be mad at the black people who did something to black people, but we mad at the Mexican. Yes, because them niggas, when they got caught, going to jail. You got caught and you at home. Do you see the difference yet? Beaver looking ass immigrant. Like, is it easier to understand now? You ain't us. So no, nigga. I just had to explain this to a relative. They was like, I don't understand why they be so much madder at a cop killing than somebody their own kind. Because people kill their own kind all the time. Most killings is proximity killings. People ain't traveling 100 miles to go kill nobody. Right? So people get into it. They have a beef with each other. Things go too far. Or maybe they went far enough. Maybe one of them deserved to die. We never know really all the time, right? We never gonna know all the time, right? But but when it's a cop, it's different because that shouldn't be your job. Your job shouldn't be to execute people. I don't even think police officers should be allowed to have guns if you want to know the truth. Because then maybe they would stand down when they really needed to stand down. Instead of just thinking, oh yeah, it's our duty to go murder people as we see fit. So yeah, the same way how I don't like it that the police do something to black people, and if I know about a situation where a black person took another person's life over some beef shit, I might be like, man, they ain't have to do that. But I still understand. Niggas in the game, like, bro, I'm gonna put you like this. Truth be told, I think niggas should take their own weight, to be honest. Take your own weight. Right? So I'm not a person who promotes snitching, but I do promote taking your own weight. Right? If you got 13 bricks in the trunk and we get pulled over, nigga, them yo bricks. Them not my bricks. Them yo bricks. We could play the be quiet game. Cause we both in the streets, we doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not taking yo bricks, nigga. If it look like it's over with for us, you better step up and take them bricks. Fuck we talking about? Them yo bricks. I remember one time we got pulled over, me and my mans in the cop, and he had the banger. Cops was like, who gun is that? We both ain't saying nothing. Well, one of y'all going, I don't know what to tell you. Both of y'all can go. We can just see what happened then. My man was like, nah, that's my banker. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no bodies on it or nothing like that. He ended up, getting right out. It wasn't no big deal. But that was his banger, nigga. It don't matter that it was on the under the passenger seat. And I'm sitting in the passenger seat, nigga. That's your gun. I don't even know you got it. He took his own weight. Straight up. Like, that's how that's supposed to go. You take your own weight. Your weight. I ain't saying take nobody else's weight. I'm saying take yours. I ain't follow this nigga. I don't know what this nigga's case was about. I just remember him saying something about if them niggas wouldn't have kidnapped me, I wouldn't have told on them. I remember him. I swear I remember him saying something to that effect when this case was going on. If them niggas wouldn't have kidnapped me, I wouldn't have told on them. That in itself to me is like, well, yeah. If that's who you told on, if you told on some niggas that kidnapped you, then yeah, I ain't mad at you for telling on them niggas. But if you told and got other people in a jam because of a life that you chose to be in, that's some sucker shit. Right, Art. That's why I like I do my dolo too. I do my dirt all by my lonely. There was some rapper used to sing that. I do my dirt all by my lonely. On God. Yep.
You know, you can't name one Mexican. I don't want to sound ignorant though, bro. I'm just saying, like, we're gonna single you out.
Yo, Bank.
You still alive, bro? You still
on,
listen.
bro.
You just want to jump back into antics, dog.
Yo,
hold on. Let me say this.
Who killed
bro,
more black people than black people?
You're right. No, that's 100% correct. That's 100% correct. Bro, that shit ain't even working no more. Look, man. Look, bro. What I'm trying to tell you
think
is
he said some shit. It's like, see what I mean? This couldn't have been my interview. It would have went bad. Cause I don't play with people when they be dumb, when they be stupid. Like, it's different when you not understanding or something, maybe, whatever. I can tolerate that. But once I realize that you just being stupid, then I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like you not. I'm dumbing myself down for your feelings. Shit ain't gonna happen. So I would have been like, nah, fam, so you thought you said something, but you're not. You're not saying anything. Who killed more Mexicans than Mexicans? Who killed more white people than white people? Who killed more Arabs than Arabs? Who killed more Chinese people than Chinese people? Like, you not saying nothing. You're not saying nothing at all. Jumping all the way to people dying has no implication on you being a snitch or a rat at all. It has nothing to do with that at all. But you can't stay there because you don't have no real arguments or defense for yourself. At least that's what this video is showing.
Saying, dog. But what I'm telling you is, bro, you're not a likable person.
Why not?
Because of the shit you do.
What, talk facts?
No, bro, stop all that shit, bro.
No,
listen,
I'm just putting it.
Listen, I'm saying not this shit. I'm saying before that. Before that, bro, you got the hood on. Hey, I got 30 stacks. Go through that. Knowing you ain't like that. But you can be like that, so go through that for real. That shit.
Bank, so I can't, so.
Bro, come on,
if
bro.
I wasn't like that, they could have just never arrested me.
No, I'm saying, you did it. You did it. I ain't saying. So you saying, what I'm saying is, you ain't willing to accept what come with it if you got a way out of it. So, ho. If them niggas say them niggas didn't kidnap you, didn't f your baby mama, and was loyal to you, and you got picked up in that investigation, would you have took the time then?
Yes, I would have took the time. Let me pull this up for you.
See, that was the question right there. That's what we were just talking about.
So that's your excuse. Why you told then?
See, didn't I just say that? I told you, I swear I heard him say before that if them niggas wouldn't have never kidnapped him, he wouldn't have never told. So now Banks just asked them, if they didn't take you, if they didn't hit your baby mama, he threw that in there for some reason. And he's saying, no, I wouldn't have. Now, it's going to be some people who going to be like, yeah, you still would have. It's going to be some people who be like, nah, you wouldn't have. Because some people just feel like if you will, you will. If you won't, you won't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think we've seen, even in movies, where some people just didn't even have, they wasn't even thinking that. They weren't even on that kind of train. And that one movie, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Ray Liotta. They did a couple of movies together, but it was this one particular one. Casino, maybe it was, or something. Or Goodfellas or something. But The dude it never even crossed his mind. When his wife was trying to tell him, like, yo, like, maybe you should think about cutting the deal. He like, are you insane? Big A said it's Goodfellas. I'll take his word for it. He like, are you crazy? Like, no, I'm not doing that. That's never gonna happen. I ain't on that. What are you talking about? Boom, then you go and you see it and they kind of feel like, yo, is these niggas trying to kill my wife? Are they trying to kill me? Are they trying to, oh, you know what, man? All right, let me talk to y'all then. Next thing you know, this nigga living in the suburbs somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was a person who he never even considered it. But you talking about taking his life? What you want him to do? So for everybody who would say, no, if he did it, he would have did it. Like, no, you can't just make that blanket statement. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Rewind this back. Like he say, hey, make sure you rewind this back. You said it's not an excuse. Ain't that an excuse?
Yes, it's an excuse. At the end of the day, it's an excuse.
Is that an excuse, though?
She can argue it's a reason, but yes, it's an excuse based on the way you use it.
Man, what the facts is. Man, I don't want to see this shit, bro. Bro, I don't want to see this shit, bro. Just tell me. I'm going to believe you. But the people going to pull it up, bro.
Hold on, Bing.
Bro.
All right, first time. Chat, ask the questions. Okay, there we go. Losing bill was 10 million, right, sir? Yes. 13.
Bruh, I don't want to see this shit, bro. Like, I ain't just saying them nigga video. I don't want to see none of these videos, bro.
Give him $1,000. Yes.
Look at that character.
All right. Okay. Do you?
Who asked that? Ben Don?
Yes.
Man, that white boy could have came from anywhere, man.
But see, this was happening.
Why you didn't come with a lie detector test?
That white boy could have came from anywhere.
See, this was happening, right? I think he about to show him something that he believes is evidence to support what it is that he just stated, which was that if things wouldn't have went the way that they went, then I would have never, been telling on nobody or nothing like that, right? I think that's what he's trying to prove right here. So let's listen.
Bro, you ain't got to prove shit to me, man.
You just asked. What I
asked you said no. I didn't say you would or wouldn't. I didn't say yes or no. You just went to pulling up shit.
Yeah, but you just asked me.
I just asked you the question that took your answer.
They asked me, would you take your time to them niggas?
I don't need to like I'm taking your shit for face value. Let the people decide. You said no. I didn't say nothing else.
So yeah,
am I right or wrong though? See, this antics you trying to do.
The answer to your question is yes. I would have took my time.
All right, but then I just take it. I ain't say nothing else.
No, but I had to prove it to you.
Why? You don't got to prove it. Why you think you got to prove something to somebody?
You know why? Because I can't. This can't be a Young Thug and Bank show. I can lie to your face. I want to prove it to you.
I don't give a fuck if you lie or not, bro. This shit finna do number. I don't give a fuck what you say.
You just say you don't care about the numbers.
I do now. I said I don't care about. No, I ain't saying I care about the number.
Yo, go back 30 minutes.
I said I ain't care about the comments.
And the numbers.
No, hell I didn't. I said, bro, who the fuck don't care about the numbers?
Yo, take it 30 minutes. You said you don't care about the views.
That's the whole reason for him to do it.
You're the people opinion.
I'll give you 10,000 more if you never said the views.
I bet.
All right.
We bet.
All right, what you giving me back?
What you want?
I
ain't getting you shit.
All right.
I ain't getting you shit.
Look, I'm so ill with this shit. 30 minutes.
No, hold. What I did say, when you said it, I said I was talking fast. I don't care about the. Am I right or wrong? Did I correct? I correct myself.
I don't even know what you said. What he said?
I correct myself. Now, if I correct myself, pay me my money. Don't worry about sit down. Sit down.
Why y'all are so.
What?
Like, y'all do bad business. Y'all know
no,
that,
bro,
right?
no, I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. When you were speaking, you were saying the views.
The people gonna watch this. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I said.
That ain't saying I don't care about the views, nigga. You crazy? That ain't, bro. You take words and make them mean what you want them to mean, bro.
It's my perspective. Ain't it perspective with Bang?
So the bet on, right?
The bet on.
Yeah, perspective.
You say you don't care about views.
Huh? No, I didn't, bro. I said, hey, we're gonna hurry up. We're gonna stop by 20 minutes early so we can go back and find this shit. But yeah, man, hey, on some G shit, bro. you can't compare yourself to other niggas, bro.
I don't. I
You
defend
do.
myself.
No, but you do. But you like put my picture side by side. This, that. Why the fuck do you? Why you feel like you gotta prove something?
It's not prove. I'm
You
defending
just
myself.
said I had to prove it. You told me yes, I would have took the time. I didn't say shit. I didn't say no, you wanna. I didn't say shit. I let you say what you said.
But
You
as-
witnessed. Let me show you.
But as a journalist, that's what.
I don't give a fuck if you're lying or not. The people gonna know you lying when they see that you would've. I don't care. I'm not here for that, bro. I'm not here for push your perspective. So if your perspective is a lie, you can lie and eat his ass up in the comments. I ain't here to defend or condemn you for nothing.
Why would they
I ain't here to condemn you, dog.
They gonna eat my ass up in the comments.
I'm saying if you're lying. I don't know if you're lying or not.
If I'm lying, they will eat my ass up in the comments, correct?
Yes.
But the comments don't matter.
I'm talking about to you, they do. You trying to prove to me. If I believe you or not shouldn't matter. If I believe you or not shouldn't matter. Just tell your story. Why the hell you proving something to me? I don't give a fuck. I'm here for the views. I care about the view. I'm gonna make me an extra 10,000 out of the views.
You just literally said, I know what you said.
All right.
Bink, you literally just said, to tell my story. Everybody got an opinion on my story and don't know the facts. See, you came here.
You got an opinion on the story too.
You came here today and didn't even know these niggas being investigated 6 years before I even.
Correct. And this was the perfect place for you to say that. But what does that do for you, bro? You still, what does that do for you?
What does that do for you as an when you
that just stated something that I did not know. It still don't change whatever the fuck I feel or think. It is what it is. Like what I'm saying, like by you having these conversations,
That's how it works for real though.
Nothing. People mind people for who?
If you believe,
I don't feel like
if you
just walk
if
shit.
you-
I don't feel
if
like
you
that.
believe-
I don't feel like you walking that down. I feel like you. I feel like
I'ma show
you.
you.
Prove. I feel. I'm
I'ma show
listen.
you.
Let me finish.
If you believe that your dad, if your father, right, that who's your dad today was, if you found out he was never your father, because the facts you know is that that's your.
That's
pops.
gonna make me feel away.
Huh?
That's gonna make me feel away.
Because you think the
I'm
facts.
emotionally tied to that. I'm not emotionally tied to this shit you talking about.
All right, then I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't give a f for real.
All right, but to the people who got an opinion on me,
that's on them. I'm letting you talk to them.
All right, cool.
Not me. I don't give a f one way or another, man.
I'm saying it to you because you sat down with these people who.
Okay, and me as a journalist, I gotta give you that opportunity to say it. But I'm saying I don't need the antics. You ain't gotta prove to me. You can say it, and I'm gonna take it for face value.
It's really my passion for this.
Oh, passion or proving facts. I don't need that. You can just tell me, and I'm gonna take it for face value. Like damn, like you told me with the what's your name. You showed me that, but I took it for face value. Like damn, I ain't know that. But that still don't change
but
the
I'm
fact
not
of
gonna.
what it is though.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not gonna pretend like I believe you if I don't. If I don't believe you, guess what? I'll be like, yeah, I don't believe that, man. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna gaslight you though. I ain't gonna try to tell you lying or you wrong or whatever. I'm just letting you know I don't believe that. So, if my facial expression, whatever is giving that, then yeah, you're right, it is, because I definitely don't believe you. You know what I mean? Like that's how I play it.
That's what I'm saying. It is what it is. So what I'm saying, what do you gain by showing me this?
Because he want to be believed.
I understand 100%.
He wants to be believed,
I'm saying,
bro.
do your
You want me
shit.
to act
But
like-
I'm still asking you, what do you gain though?
You want me to act like
Like it still got to give you something like a debt of like gratitude.
So,
like,
Joe, for the next 5 minutes, right? For the next interview,
stop.
No,
man.
for the next 5 minutes,
ain't
you
even
said
troll,
cut the
bro.
antics.
Nah,
If you want me to cut the
no.
antics,
I want you still.
Let me act like how you want me to act. Go ahead.
No, I don't want you to act how you want to act, bro. Let's finish the interview. What I'm telling you is.
Nah, but what?
All right, yeah, keep doing that so I can talk, goddamn. What I'm telling you is, bro, listen. Certain people, bro, when you start all that, the message get hidden in that. Like, I wouldn't have heard you if you was talking all loud when you was telling me about that. I automatically shut it off. You get what I'm saying? So if you making your point, make your point clear enough for me to get. When you go to doing, bro, that shit cap.
Yeah, I feel you.
See, now this what I don't like, right? Because what you're basically doing is you're implying that if a person is demonstrative, then that means they're lying. Right? I won't lie, I haven't done enough studies on this for me to confirm it one way or another. So I'm just gonna have to use my anecdotal. which is me, and say, nigga, no. Me being demonstrative is not an indication that I'm lying or that I don't even know what I'm talking about or that I'm somehow lost in the conversation. I could be yelling to the top of my lungs and still be right on point. If you just sat down and took a transcript, you would see I would still be kicking whose ever ass I'm talking to. Whoever I'm debating with is losing, even while I'm screaming. Me being demonstrative and loud does not limit my ability to think. At least not on par with the people on this YouTube shit. Maybe it would in a courtroom with people who have been trained to fluster you, but no. And even then, I think I would just step my game up immensely to be able to compete with them, because I would want to so bad to show them that all their time of going to school don't mean shit. That they would literally have to fall down to what they call it. I forget the word. They got 2 words. I talked about it before on the show. They got 2 words. They both mean the exact same thing. But one of them isn't allowed in the courtroom and the other one is. And here's the crazy thing about it. The one that isn't allowed in the courtroom, that's what they call it when you're doing it as the defendant. The one that is allowed in the courtroom, that's what they call it when the prosecution is doing it. Right? I think it's speculation. Right? They get to speculate all they want to, but they call it something else. I think it's one of them I words. But if you do it, objection, speculation, right? I'm telling you, bro, it's a cold system. It's a cold system, though. But yeah, Banks, that one I don't appreciate, bro. I actually feel slightly disrespected by you even trying to insinuate that the presence of a demonstrative behavior means that the person is capping. Now, if you saying that that's what it applies to him specifically, that's something that you gauge from him, that when he's being demonstrative that he's somehow capping, then that's one thing. But just saying it as a generalization, I think definitely take offense to that myself, because I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than you. And me being loud would not change that. And that ain't even me taking a shot. I just, cause you from the South, you know. Yo, listen, don't get it twisted. I've met some people from the South, or at least seen some people in movies from the South who appeared to be very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I wouldn't grant that as a generalization, right? Like, I'm sorry. Dang. I don't mean to attack the South. I don't mean to attack the South. But just so easy. So it's so easy, bro. No. I'm telling y'all, it's TK said perjury, no. Trip talking about hearsay, no. Speculation. He called me a racist. He called me a racist because I'll be clowning people from the South. No, you know what? Trip is very, very knowledgeable. But y'all don't understand. Knowledge is different from being smart. Those ain't the same things, bro. It's a lot of people that have knowledge, bro, and still stupid. That ain't it. It's being able to process, bro. It's to understand what's being said and being iterated in front of you. It's like people just, it ain't the same for everybody. It's a gift and a curse. Trust me. Trust me. I almost feel like the only way I could be in a room with a bunch of people smarter than me is I would have to be in a room where the conversation is about something that I don't know about. if they talking about relationships, if they talking about how black people are in this country, you know, regular scenarios and stuff like that, bro. I'm gonna be right there with you. But when you start talking about, let's talk about coding and all this other shit, nuclear engineering, I'm out of my depth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. I'm not even gonna be able to understand the words being used, so I won't be able to follow along. I'll appear stupid in that room. But stuff like this, not that difficult. I don't know Banks, but if he thinks that being demonstrative is an indicator of being a liar, that's crazy talk. That is crazy talk. Cannot say that. No, Trip, I'm not saying you dumb. I'm not. But I will highlight that last night I kept trying to get you to stop talking so I could finish exposing Chanel for the feminist that she is. And for a minute, you didn't see it. You just trying to have a conversation. No, sometimes things need to be exposed, bro. Like for real, people need to be able to see this. So now, if we arguing with her, nobody's gonna think, oh, we arguing with her because she a woman. Nope. Now you get to see it for yourself. This is how her brain works, like a woman. It's not because she a woman, it's because she's choosing to communicate like one, because we have evidence of women who don't have to communicate like a woman. They communicate like an intelligent person. They communicate like an informed person. Gender aside. It's a lot of people who are able to do that. Like, so if you're unable to do that, I ain't saying you the worst person in the world, but I am saying I don't have to dumb myself down for you. I'm not going to do that for nobody, bro. It's the last thing I'm going to do. And the other thing I'm not going to do is keep working for free, dog. So apparently y'all don't care about me, and that's fine. Shout out to CM for the Zelle. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. I do. Thank you for not letting your boy work for free. But the disrespect is real. But I'm hungry anyway. I think I want to get me some Chinese food, dog. And I need to be prepared to do more of these because I gotta build up that other channel, man. So, like I said, if y'all haven't already subscribed to the Clips channel, make sure you do that. You're gonna start seeing the clips debuting on that channel. So yeah. Anyway, listen, man, I definitely enjoyed this one. 6ix9ine, look, you could have made better points. I mean, if I was you, I would have just said, look, bro. From the beginning, I would have just said, hey, look, I never said nothing until people did things to me that made me say something. You can't show nothing other than that. You can't prove nothing other than that. And anybody who don't understand that is just full of shit. And then from that point on, you could have just made sure every argument ties you right back into that. Because nobody can prove that it ain't true. None of us can prove that he wouldn't have told or that he would have told even if them guys hadn't kidnapped him or whatever. No, none of us can prove it. Not one of us can prove it. So, we just gotta, I think y'all jumping up and yelling, I walk shit down and all of that, you really didn't, fam. Take it from the people who actually do this shit. That wasn't it, bro. That was just deflection. Okay? You got labeled as a snitch. All you can do is justify it. There's no way you can actually come from up under it. Somebody should have told you that. You heard me? Jersey. Your boy Beans, man, we about this thing. I'm about to go get me some Chinese food, and y'all gonna be stuck eating soul food, greens and hams and yams and all of that goofy stuff. And I'm gonna have me some egg foo young and some fried rice and some bean sprouts, and you're gonna be mad and jealous because I'm him and you not. Chinese for life. You heard me? Chinese for life.
D-Lo. Do you mind if I rap like B-Lo? Zero, cause my wrist don't freeze me. Pretty girl, summertime feeling breezy. Easy, yeah, block cap, stop that. Chi-town where I'm from, not Chirac. Spot me at the top being cocky. Mask on like somebody stop me. Watch me do a little bit of footwork. Head to the east side for some good jerk. Chicken, yes sir, finger licking. Might pull up on my girl with the thick frame. Might put him in a room with my rich friend. Then I gotta get low like a kickstand. Love it when you go down, shorty quicksand. Got a hold on a nigga like a wristband. I be with a bet set doing 2 stairs. Oh, I left with your boo player, you slab. Niggas wanna stress test what I'm best at. And white waist stress there where you rest at. Bet that I maintain, no plain Jane, doing my thing. Bang bang with gang gang, boot in the lane lane. Pick your ring, your wrist blame, look at my chain swing. Ferrari or Jaguar, switching the lane lane. Pop that shit, girl. Haters gon' hate, girl, it's your world. You get into the bag, running up a few G's. As long as you spin it, run it up with me. On a Tuesday, new day, drinking do say. Blue hate, two-face, now what you say? No face, no case, baby, you say. If I do say.
Do you wanna ride with me? 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 Do you wanna
I seen your little podcast.